Hello, my name is Cassidy Murray. I'm a reference librarian at Fayetteville Public Library. You might have seen me working on the reference desk on the second floor. But today we are going to be talking about an application that the library pays for called Job Now. It can help you with designing your resume, updating your resume, getting interview advice, and getting just a whole bunch of career information. So I'm going to show you how to get there and how to use it to accelerate your career or do whatever you want to do career-wise with it. Okay, so let me start screen sharing. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to faylib.org, and that is the library website. You'll see just right up here. And we're going to find Job Now under Research and Learn. It should be under online classes right here, but you see all these little topics. We have some awesome resources for you guys to check out. I recommend that you click on these and see what we got for you. And I hope I'm not giving you guys whiplash with all this screen moving. Okay, and the first thing it's going to ask you to do is sign in with your library card. And that should be on the back of your library card. You just put in that number with no spaces and it should bring you to this screen. So the first thing with Job Now, I know a lot of people are having to make a tough decision in changing careers, and they do have some awesome, I know I say awesome a lot, but they have some fantastic occupation interest profilers, so they figure out your interests, what your aptitudes, what kind of people you like working with, if you do like working with people, and then they can give you some examples of jobs that follow along that. So let me give you just a quick run through with one of these. So this is a personality test, and they just ask you these simple questions. You're almost never late for appointments, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward, but if you guys have any questions using this resource at all, do not hesitate to reach out to the library and we will help you. Wonderful place to figure out what your next step is EParachute. So I'm going to open this link in a new tab. So it's the same kind of thing. What kind of work interests you? What kind of people? What kind of skills? Done. Time to explore different careers. So if you're at your very beginning of your search, that is a perfect way for you to get kind of in tune with yourself and figure out what makes you happy. And once you figure out that, you might realize, I really like this, but I might need some help with some skills that they listed on maybe their application site. So let me say, I need some computer help. I think I need some computer help. I can easily go right in here. Click on one of these lessons. Just check where I'm at in these things as well. So be like, oh, I actually am pretty intermediate at Microsoft Outlook. Who knew? I'll put it on my resume. So that is a wonderful resource. I'm going to go back. Use Job Now. Okay, and so you found what you need, you're getting your skills all suited up for what you want. So now let's look for it. Here's this handy little search bar right up here. And I'm going to put in retail. Let's just put, this is the library zip code. Aha! That's awesome. You can even give them your email. And they will send you emails with new updates for jobs. But you see here, here's all the listings that they could find in the area, and it's really easy to apply from here. You go, click, apply on company site, and that's basically the same for all of them. And if you want to filter some of these to, a lot of people are focused on remote work right now, there is an option right here to choose remote work. So that is a lovely, lovely tool that we have. And if you want to try to find another program, there might be some other jobs out that resource didn't find. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go into other resources. And here are more job sites. You guys probably remember Indeed, Simply Hired, Career Builder, and they even have some specific ones for recent college grads, for people who recently exited the military, and for just transitions between different situations. I think that is a lovely, lovely resource, and I'm gonna go back. Next, okay. So you've applied for your job, you're feeling pretty good, but you wanna, they're asking you to, in the application, you haven't finished yet actually, they're asking you to submit your resume. And so a lot of people with their first time writing a resume, it's great to use these templates. And here are these different templates that they use with the explanations down here. And with the template, you just open it up, downloads to your computer, then you click on the download. And you see they filled this in just to give you a guide for formatting and for content. So all you do is you enable editing, you highlight, and then you fill in your information. Pretty easy, pretty easy. So you finished that, you think you did it right. You think you did it right, but you really want to be more comfortable with it before you submit it. So you might want to check out these resume resources, which have a lot of good guides, like skills translators, free resume writing tutorials, one-stop guides. And also, they have this resume lab, which I have actually used with great success. You open it up and you basically submit your resume to be edited by resume experts for free. It takes them up to 2 days, and you submit it and they send you an email. They completely reformat it. They will reword a lot of what you said, but with a lot of their sample resumes with proven success, wording it that way, if you know what I mean. They are experts and it's great. So they do a lot of the hard work for you in that. And then they give you a completed resume. One last thing I will show you for resume building is this thing called Optimal Resume, which is actually a lot more than I thought it was. So it's kind of a dashboard for all of your career application, all of your job application resources. Because of a lot of, some careers require a resume, a cover letter, and some interviews, maybe artist portfolio, which you can see, you can store all that right here. And once you click on it, it'll ask you for an email and a password, and then you go right here. My favorite part about this one is this interview section. So I'm going to create a new interview. And I'm going to name it Ando, because that's what we do. Okay. So here are the different kind of types of interview questions and types of interviews on this left-hand side right here. And here are examples of questions that are recorded from somebody to get you kind of more comfortable with a little bit of that face-to-face interaction. And you watch the video, you listen to the question. Then what you do is let me show you. Let me open this guy up. Continue interview. Okay. And what you do is you can record yourself answering the question. And that way you have a bunch of saved answers to these questions that you can go through, practice, and just kind of navigate different sections of an interview. For a lot of people that aren't familiar with too many interviews, I mean, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. So relatively easy to use, Optimal Resume. We're gonna go back to home. And so now we're on interviews. And they have some great stuff for interview advice. Just right here before the interview, just some great tips on how to go about it. Questions to ask the interview, the don'ts of interviewing, that's very important too. Okay, and this one, for people who are very comfortable and learn better actually practicing and doing it live, they have live interview coaches that can ask you these questions, you respond, and they provide you with a response in real time. They tell you what went wrong, what we could do better, and just some great coaching. And that's the same with this job coaching right here. You know, we talked about this is a strange time where a lot of people are having to rethink their career field. And I think sitting down and talking with this job coach, this expert, could be a great first start for making any next step in that direction. So I say take advantage of all of these resources and do the best you can with what we got right now. I wish everyone the best of luck. And thank you so much for tuning in and being here.